The United States military killed at least 8 people in fresh strikes on alleged drug boats in just 2 days, as Washington intensifies a shadow war it says is aimed at drug traffickers. U.S. Southern Command confirmed that on Tuesday it struck what it described as a convoy of 3 vessels involved in narcotics trafficking. According to the military, 3 people were killed aboard one boat, while occupants of the other 2 abandoned their vessels. A U.S. official speaking anonymously says 8 individuals jumped into the water and remain unaccounted for. Hours later, the command disclosed a separate strike carried out on New Year's Eve, killing 5 more people aboard 2 boats. The locations of both strikes remain undisclosed, with officials only stating they occurred in international waters. After Tuesday's attack, Southern Command said it alerted the U.S. Coast Guard to launch search and rescue operations. The Coast Guard confirmed a C-130 aircraft was dispatched to scan the area and deploy survival rafts if needed. It remains unclear whether any survivors have been located or recovered. This is not the first time survivors have emerged from such strikes under the Trump administration. In October, 2 survivors were repatriated after enduring a U.S. military attack on their vessel. But the Pentagon has rarely acknowledged survivors publicly, drawing sharp criticism from lawmakers. The most controversial case dates back to September 2nd, when a follow-on strike reportedly killed 2 survivors. That incident sparked allegations of a possible war crime and demands for accountability. In another strike, survivors were briefly detained aboard a U.S. Navy ship before being sent home. In a third case, Mexican authorities were asked to search for a lone survivor who was never found. That individual is now presumed dead. Since September, the U.S. has targeted at least 36 vessels with a reported death toll of 115. The Trump administration insists the campaign is about stopping drugs from reaching American streets, but officials have also suggested the strikes are part of a pressure campaign against Venezuela. Many of the targeted boats are believed to have originated from Venezuelan waters. White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles said President Trump wants to keep hitting boats until Nicolás Maduro cries uncle. Last week, Trump revealed the U.S. destroyed what he called a big facility tied to drug operations.
Can you say anything more about the explosion in Venezuela that you mentioned in a radio interview? Did the military do that? Can you share more details about that?
Well, it doesn't matter, but there was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs, so we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's the implementation area. That's where they implement, and that is no longer around.
Is that the only strike that the U.S. has done?
I don't want to comment on it.
President, have you or anyone in your administration talked to Maduro in recent days?
Well, I spoke to him.
Recently?
Pretty recent. Reasonably, but nothing much comes of it. Yeah.
Mr. President, can you explain the importance?
You have to understand what he's done. They've sent billions of dollars of drugs in, but maybe just as bad, they've sent hundreds of thousands of people in from jails, from prisons, from mental institutions and insane asylums. The drug lords, the drug dealers were all sent into our country. But think of it, what he's done. Tren de Aragua, probably the worst gang. They cut off people's fingers. One man made a phone call to complain about them. He cut off their hand. They cut off his hand. Don't ever make a phone call again. We'll cut off your other hand. After that, we'll kill you, they said. That was in Colorado. And now they sent in all of the bad ones. They sent in some bad people. And that to me was just terrible. And they send in drugs. Now, I will say this, 97% of the drugs coming in by sea stopped. We're trying to figure out who the other 3% are. They have a hard time getting people to pilot those boats. But 97% of the drugs coming in by the ocean, by the sea, by water, are gone. Every boat that we take out, we save 25,000 lives of Americans.
That campaign has included a naval buildup, a blockade of sanctioned oil tankers, and covert strikes. Sources say the CIA carried out a drone strike on a Venezuelan port earlier this month. It marked the first known U.S. attack on a target inside Venezuela itself.
You mentioned strikes on land in Venezuela more than 15 times, even now, just in your recent remarks. Why should Maduro take your threats seriously? And
He can do whatever he wants.
What's your end game?
Maduro?
What's your end game?
There's no answer. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, we have a massive armada formed, the biggest we've ever had, and by far the biggest we've ever had in South America. He can do whatever he wants. It's all right. Whatever he wants to do. If he wants to do something, if he plays tough, it'll be the last time he's ever able to play tough.
Venezuela's National Assembly has responded with laws threatening long prison terms for aiding blockades. Maduro has condemned the deployments, accusing Washington of psychological terrorism.
If I speak with him again, I'm going to tell him that each person should attend to their own internal matters. Here in Venezuela, we Venezuelans are the ones who take care of these matters because the people of the United States voted against foreign interventions, voted against eternal wars, voted against changes of regimes or even a single regime. The American people voted for a new United States, one adapted to humanity, that respects sovereignty, that makes no more intervention, that doesn't harass any country, and that doesn't lead nation into war.
Today, a special bill was introduced for discussion, which most probably will be approved tomorrow. Its purpose is to enforce the world's conventions to prevent assaults on ships, piracy, and all crimes against international trade. The bill is called Law to Grant the Free Sale and Trade Against Piracy in the World Seas. It's a powerful law.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out playwright.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.